Hello, King's Academy. So good to see all of you here again this very morning for another round of chapel. Imagine having to go through a thunderstorm one late night on the highway. The rain was so heavy that you couldn't even see the road ahead of you. Then, out of a sudden, the screen wiper stops and it's not wiping off the water from your windscreen any longer. The car's wiper has stopped functioning. Oh no! There is no way that you could carry on your journey anymore and you had to make an emergency stop. All that was planned had to put on a hold until the storm stops. You and your family are now stuck in the middle of the highway with no one to help you. What do you do? Can you still give all glory and thanksgiving to God at times like this? Well, you see, friends, it's easy to praise the Lord when all is well and life is good. When prayers are answered, miracles are witnessed, and victories are won. But we get confused about God when the opposite occurs. Why God didn't help you out of the storm, or why didn't He stop the storm? Nonetheless, God is God in good times as well as bad times. Amen. In Job 13:15, Job says, "Though he slay me, I will hope in him. Nevertheless, I will argue my ways before him." A few years ago, I was going through a very challenging situation. My own business company was going through a crisis and I was not getting any income for the past few months. My bills started piling up and savings was almost coming to zero. I was in debt, bad heavy debts, wasn't able to pay my house, my car loan, and the bankers were coming after me with lawyer letters. I was asking God, how come He is not on the lookout for me? I started to doubt myself if I even made a wise decision by following Jesus and why all these bad things keep happening to me. But I didn't lose hope. I kept praying and surrender all my cares and worries to Him. I kept saying, I can't do this anymore, Lord, but you can. Weeks later, I came across a sermon by Pastor Sam, and his sermon title was Let Go and Let God. That sermon spoke right into my heart, and I knew I had to let go of my company and let God take over. I had a strong prompting to serve Him full time. A week after the sermon, I went to EPCC, and knowing that EPCC had an opening, to cut the long story short, I have been serving Him full time since 2019 and have been blessed so much by His unending grace and blessings. God's grace and blessing ever flows. In life, there will be sorrows and pains. Wars will be fought, disease will spread, conflicts arise. But I would rather face a storm with God alongside with me than to face it alone. I thought by hanging on to my plans, I can prosper myself and my family. But I forgot that God still holds everything in His hand. Storms will always be around us, big and small. They come in all different shapes and sizes. But our God is bigger. Amen. God knows about all our suffering and our storms, and He is our ever present help in times of trouble. He often uses our pain to strengthen our faith and develop spiritual maturity. True faith praises through the storms. God is sovereign and always mighty to save, right? Yes, losing my company was a huge loss for me. It has been in operation for the last 20 years, but all that couldn't compare to the 3 to 4 years of serving Him full time in His ministry. When God is with you, even the storms won't be able to shake you. Just like when you are in that car that is made out of metal, the heavy rain will not shake you or drench you because you are well protected by the car. Same goes with God. When you enter His circle of protection, there is nothing that will be able to harm you. Even when you go through your storms in life, you will still be able to say yes and amen. I want to encourage you today. Let's invite Jesus into all our storms and see Him leading us all to victory. Amen. Bracing the storm will never be the same when you have Jesus in the car together with you. Thank you once again, King's Academy, for having me. We will see you again real soon. Take care and God bless.